What's poppin', Rap Dominance family? It's your boy back at it again with another video for you. Here to give you some great tips and advice, because here at Rap Dominance, we don't create rappers, we create rising stars. That's the ultimate goal, is to turn you into a star, okay? So that you can fulfill your dreams and fulfill your goals, all right? Now, this topic is going to be on how to write a rap. Okay, how to write a rap, the right way to write a rap, the best way, in my opinion, with my 20 plus years of experience, not bragging and boasting, just stating facts. All right, the best ways that I see to write a rap, and that's helped me along the way. So I'm gonna give you these 5 tips real quick. All right, so without further ado, here it goes. Number 1, okay, right? And this can be also switched for number 2. You can do this in any order when it comes to number 1 and number 2. And number 1 that I have written here is topic. Have your topic down packed. All right, so know what topic you want to rap on, okay? But that doesn't have to be the first thing you have. You could also step into my number 2 is having a name down packed. All right, so you can have the name of the song before you have the topic, or you can have the topic before you have the name of the song. Because the name of the song, if you just have a certain name in mind, let's say, for example, let's use Wale's song Lotus Flower Bomb, right? That just sounds like a random name. But if you think about it and you're like, oh, you know what, that could be equated to a beautiful female that I might think of, or a beautiful, you know, girl that I might know, or even my daughter or something like that. All right, so you can make it be what you want it to be. All right, that could be a metaphor for, you know, something else. You understand that the choice is yours. Now, some people would say to come up with the topic first, but it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter whether you come up with the topic or the name first. It doesn't matter in any order. All right, so that brings me to number 3, which will be organize and divide words properly. So organize and divide words properly. That's number 3. Okay, so this one is very important, man. This is very important. This is what I had to really learn how to do, because this will mess you up if you do not do this right in the long run. When you're trying to write your songs, it's gonna really mess you up when it comes to you know, actually going into the studio and performing these songs. It's gonna really mess you up. Now, what I would suggest is to space out your words correctly. Space out your words properly. Don't put all the words bunched up together, because when you actually get into the studio to write, to spit those lyrics, all right? Right, spit is a metaphor for rap. Whoever doesn't know that, okay, maybe there's people watching from different countries. If you don't know, spit is a metaphor for rap. So when you're trying to go in the studio and rap these lyrics, you want the lyrics to be properly spaced out, so you know how to fluently read it. Okay, you don't want to be stumbling in the middle of your raps and have to punch in everywhere. No, you want to be able to spit it or rap it as fluently as possible. Okay, so space out your words correctly. And another thing that I do is I like to put a dividing line, right? I write it with a pencil. I put a dividing line between each bar, okay, or each sentence, all right? So each sentence or each bar, which is a simplistic way of describing a bar, is, right, each sentence of rap, right, I'd put like a divider, okay? Or you can just try and write each of them on a separate line. You could try that too, right? Space out each line, okay? Space it out, right? You finish a bar, right? It might go to it might draw out to the next line, but then you skip a line so that you know in your mind that that's a totally different bar. All right, those are 2 things that you can do when it comes to organizing your words, okay? Because if you don't do that, then when you get into the studio, it's going to be sloppy, and you know you might be paying for the studio time. Most people are paying for studio time, so they'll be paying and wasting your money because you don't have the lyrics down pat, because you didn't take the time to properly space out the words. So you want to properly space out your words so you know how to correctly to read it fluently while you're rapping. Excuse me. All right. You want to be able to read it fluently while you're rapping, so you want to space out your words correctly. All right. Now, this also can be, actually, it should be replaced for number 4. Number 4 should have been in the number 3 spot. Okay, if I was doing this in order, number 4 should be replaced for number 3, and that's picking the beat. Picking your beat is obviously before writing down your lyrics. You want to have your beat picked before you write down your lyrics. Okay, so just know that number 4 is really supposed to be replaced for number 3. Okay, so don't come in the comments saying, oh, hey, shouldn't that be before this and that? Yes, okay, number 4 is before number 3. Okay, I just wrote it down in a random order, basically. Okay, so picking your beat, it comes before writing down your lyrics. You want to make sure you pick a good beat that's going to be captivating and that's going to fit the song properly. Because like I said, a beat is very important when it comes to the song. Whether it comes to when it comes to how much people like your song, the beat is very important. Okay, a large percentage of what makes a song good is the instrumental. Not the largest percentage, okay, but it does play a factor. All right, so you want to make sure that you have your beats down packed. Whether you get it from your producer, whether you get it online, just make sure you have your beats down packed. And really, if you're trying to be a professional rapper, it's good to work with certain producers, you know, and get real close with certain producers if you're not going to make them yourself. If you're doing that, then, you know, kudos to you. You're a star, okay? You're on your way to be a rising star. If you stay watching these videos and learning, then you definitely will be a star in no time. If you can produce and rap, that's amazing. Okay, that's great. That's a good asset, because now you have beats at your disposal, and you can make the beats the way you want to make the beats, the way you vision a song in your head. You can make the beat that way. But it's good to be in a good relations with a certain producer, all right, that can actually make the beats the way you want them, okay, right? So you can put your ideas on wax. Okay, so you can give him your ideas so he can put your ideas on wax. So you really want to do that. That's really a good thing to do, okay? To have a producer that's close to you, okay? Or get close to a producer, I should say. Okay, number 5 would be to create the verses and the hooks, right? And you can do that in either order, all right? You can structure the hook first, or you can structure the verse first. It doesn't matter, all right? So you can either structure the verses how you want the verses to be, right? Start with the verses, and then maybe you might want to put a bridge in there. You structure that first, and then you come to the hook later. You can do that, or you can just structure the hook first and then come back to the verses. Okay, the reason I put that there is just so you know that there has to be a verse and a hook. There has to be a verse and a hook. All right, unless you're doing a freestyle, just a regular freestyle. But you're not gonna do a whole album of you know, freestyles or outros that have, you know, just straight rapping straight through. You could, you know, but most people are not gonna do that. So I'm giving you the common way to structure a song, which would be the verse, the hook. You know, if you want to be real traditional, you want to add a bridge in there and another in another verse. Okay, that's what you want to do. All right. If you wanna basically, if you want to do excuse me, if you want to make a song that is, if you want to make a song that's as close to the songs you hear today, or the songs that you hear often on the radio and whatnot, then you definitely want to have a verse, a hook, and you might want to add in a bridge as well. Okay, you want to have the verses, the hooks, and you want to add in a bridge. Okay, you definitely want to do that. Okay, so that's basically it, man, for this video. You know, those are the 5 tips I had for you on how to write a song. Okay, those are the 5 tips. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section. Go ahead and ask, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification button. All right, it's your boy, and I'm out.